I had some housekeeping. Some of you saw a message I sent on Discord. Some people are going to be level 2 for the first time. Let me start with Chris.
You said to me in my notes, I crossed out lie to me, I suppose because it didn't fit Zappy's character. Feel free to take a different skill feat that fits Gambler. Which cantrip is from your archetype, and therefore innate, always prepared. And I did a respec, so my wizard is now a conjurer, not an illusionist. So I responded, I agree about lie to me. I've switched it to dubious knowledge.
Oh,
So that should be fun.
Yeah.
The most controversial feat in the game.
Is it?
No, not
All
the
secret
most.
roll, right?
At my
It's
table,
something that some GMs don't like. On top of Tanglefoot, you get 5 more cantrips you can prepare.
I have more than that because I have multiple feats that give me more cantrips. So, yeah, I have 8 cantrips altogether, including Warp Step.
Next is Dominic.
I've taken the Investigator dedication because I decided I would pick the 2 classes that I understand the least for this very public game. I ended up taking on the skills, I think it was nature and religion. So now I've got a bit more knowledge base covered.
And you gain 2 level 2 formulas, Belladonna and Sinew Shock Serum.
Yes.
Kobe, we had some more changes. I'm being generous with respecs for new players. So tell us about Ariana.
Last time we kind of realized that we had a little bit of overlap going on with like all of these medicine-based skill feats that I was taking, and we kind of decided, hey, let's leave the healing to the healers since we've got a couple of them, and so I just got rid of those skill feats and ended up taking just assurance in athletics and assurance in stealth. But then I also respec'd out of Dragon Stance into Wolf Stance because I like it more. It's just damage-wise is essentially the same as long as I can be flanking, but the fact that your unarmed strikes are agile really make it better for additional attacks in the same turn. So, and plus, if I were to play this character to level 6, then there's a feat that I would really love to have that pairs nicely with Wolf Stance. So.
Yeah, and you also took the rogue dedication, so you can catch things flat-footed if they haven't acted yet.
Yeah, I had done that as of last time when I hit level 2.
Okay, and Luke, in Pathfinder 2e, your deity, if you're a cleric worshipping a deity, there's only a couple of alignments allowed. Okay. So what's allowed for Torag is lawful good or lawful neutral.
Can't be evil.
Huh?
Can't be evil.
No.
Crap.
Torag is general.
I feel like lawful good would work well for me.
And Torag, you know about... have you seen his edicts?
I did glance at them. So he's got like rules I have to follow and stuff?
Yeah.
They're more like guidelines.
I honestly thought you had already read it and were acting for Torag.
Torag's want to basically be as dwarfy as possible at all times.
Oh, okay. Well, then I got that covered.
Yeah.
I even have the accent.
Then my last note is that you're still wearing chainmail. Was that intended? Because you took the Sentinel dedication.
Well, I didn't have access funds to buy any better armor. I think that's all
you guys have found full plate in the gelatinous cube.
Okay, I can put that on?
That's right.
Yeah. It actually was worn by the guy you were investigating.
Oh, so it's dwarven fitted?
Druengar. And my reading of Unburdened Iron is that even though you don't have 18 strength, you are not slowed because of your dwarven feat. You do get the armor check penalty on strength and dexterity-based skills, though. Yeah, so Holgrim's going to have a great AC in a minute. Zappy got ill. Philzo thought he could find a cure. They're going to, of course, rejoin the party soon. The party, meanwhile, is fighting these creatures that fell from the ceiling. All right, his AC goes up to 20, and it's 22 when he raises his shield.
Hi, Chihuahua.
The very first of these creatures shot out a blob that spread and created an area of darkness, which was only 10 feet. And so I realized that the second Darkmantle that flew down wanted to go into the area of darkness and is actually going to be in range of Hulgrim's readied thwack. Dominic, you can control Orion for the moment.
Here you go, boy. And
There you
go.
Too bad.
I want to
Yeah.
stride.
All right, this is a change from 5e. They are in the dark, and go ahead. You know what you're doing.
Okay.
But
I mean,
they're in the dark,
actually, maybe.
so that provides a disadvantage to attacking them. But you can still flank them, and those give 2 different effects that both interact.
Right. So here comes the flat d20.
Yeah.
Check to see if I.
Okay, that's a possible hit.
Being in wolf stance, I'm going to flurry of blows.
Oh, she's attacking with her hands. She's not
Right.
biting it. That is a hit,
Okay.
and it's
then
going to roll a fortitude save against your stunning fist, and
And
it fails. It is
fails. Yeah.
stunned 1 now. Yeah, 11 damage, and you have defeated it.
Nice. When she hits it, she's like, "Oh, that felt like I might have finished it off, but I can't quite tell."
Oh, it's gone there, bud.
Yeah, there's blood all over Orion right now.
I do have darts, so I guess I'll be throwing some darts. The damage die is the same for
Ooh.
both of them.
Critical hit.
Nice.
Okay.
And
So
we're about
now
to see
I
scary
don't.
damage.
Is that correct?
It's a thrown weapon, so you get to add your strength modifier.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Now I need to double that, right? So it's 12 damage.
Yes, 12 damage from a dart.
Nice. Still
It
up.
falls to the ground.
Oh.
You got it all over me again.
There's a group of people arriving that had started to hustle when they heard the sound of clanging steel, and they probably heard Holgrim yelling.
I feel totally better.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah. You had found this. You had found this spotted mushroom, and he's eaten it. It sounds like he's still a little ill, but he's getting better.
I'm 100%, 110%.
Yeah, except that the polka dots from the mushroom now are showing up on his skin, but that's just a temporary side effect. You know, it's fine.
I love polka dots. They're my favorite. I'm coming. And I run.
Okay.
You run. Filzer
Okay.
runs and leaps into the arms of
I
Orion.
can't.
But he's wary of Orion.
Yeah,
Wants to
It's
take your finger
non-canon.
back to the-
Filzer's
Okay.
thinking about it. It's something that pre-bleaching Filzer would have done. But
Oh.
And it-
Oh.
Zappy runs right past Ariana and goes, "Holgrim, I'm okay!" and like leaps into his arms.
I think everybody's selected here.
I mean, I had my shield raised. I'd like to execute a shield block.
I'm hanging on the shield, looking over. Hi, I'm here.
I
Yeah.
have my flail in one hand, and I'm looking at the halfling and my flail. You know,
Yeah.
if it weren't against my edicts of my deity, which I just got done reading, it might be a different story here, but it's good to see you, friend.
Yeah.
too.
I'm afraid shield block only blocks physical damage, not mental. Now that the party is united, level 2 Jelved.
From his cleric feat, he now has reach spell, so he can touch anybody with his healing powers. And from his archetype, I am taking Wrestler Dedication, which is a very funny feat that says you are good at grappling, you are good at resisting being grappled, you can grapple things that are much, much larger than you, and you also get the expert in athletics.
Nice.
And then because I was training so hard, I now have Assurance Athletics.
You hear a noise to the south. It sounded like a door closing.
So you can see Zappy's hand is kind of struggling as it heads towards the sound. He wants to go open a door, but he's like,
Don't
"I
do
know
it.
I'm second level. I've learned. I stay behind."
You just catch a door opening, and look, lo and behold, a kobold trying to sneak through that altar room.
this guy's got style. I like this guy.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
got a nice onesie going.
And the way he's kind of leaning his midsection forward, he's a player. This one.
Oh yeah.
Gonna try to dash for it, but he has to get through the party. So I'm rolling initiative right now.
I'm gonna stride up behind him and try to grapple. I will just roll my athletics, or I could
Yes.
use my assurance
Assurance.
athletics, which would just be 14.
Let me suggest something.
Yeah.
May I? You can make a
Please.
check, and then you can do assurance last. You'll get to test it anyway,
Right. There you go.
and it avoids the multiple attack penalty.
Ooh, should have used assurance.
Yeah, let me see. Fortitude DC. Oh, that makes it can grapple you or make you fall prone. I think.
Was I a
Do you want
crit
to
fail?
re-roll?
Crit fail.
That was a crit fail.
Yeah, that's a high fort save.
Sure. Yeah, it is. My
Yep, he thrusts. He does a hip thrust and casts you off.
I will use my hero point.
All right, regular failure.
Much
What's
better.
your last action? And your assurance would be lower than that.
God, he's a slippery one. Okay.
Maneuvers 101. Grappling targets are fort save. Tripping targets their reflex save. So sometimes people try the other thing.
I'm just gonna try again too. Woo boy.
You are going to crit fail, and here comes that hip thrust, and you are either you fall down.
I cast Tanglefoot.
Ooh, that is a good one for the situation.
Oh well, I
Ooh.
think that might have hit.
It
that a critical
did.
hit? Oh well, that
No,
does
no.
extra stuff.
Gets a -10 circumstance penalty to its speeds for a round, and can escape to try to lower that. But that is a problem for it now. I like that. I'm giving that a hero point.
Oh, thank you.
Yay. Okay.
Moving is
Also,
bad.
I did it.
Up that sexy kobold.
That's not in character. That's out of character.
It has a 15-foot speed now. It's better off trying to tumble through, but it's limited to doing this on its third action. It's just walking around with vines around itself, and then it's going to try to tumble through, but it's not going to get far at all, even if it succeeds.
Crit.
So it's going to get through, and then that's difficult terrain to get through you, and that's as far as it goes.
So I could just try and trip and then move out.
A 18. He's now an expert. 18 is just short. He dances around it. You almost got him. Almost.
Hero point it.
You know what?
Live a little.
I'm gonna. I rolled worse the second time.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
looking at the 26.
Yeah, went from 18
Oh.
to 17.
Because
I
that's
was
the
looking
hero
at the
point
roll above.
guarantee.
Whoopsie!
I'm thwacking it. So I'm assuming it attacked us or something. So I'm
Yeah,
guessing it must be a bad guy.
Yup, that's a hit.
Hit him.
All right,
Crunch.
baby.
Hit those kobold bones. What, 6 damage?
Surrender now, and we let you live.
You, Kobold, stop running. We're not trying to kill you. I just want to talk.
All right, as Holgrim's like doing this.
I was not trying to kill you. I'm trying to hold you. Which, by the way, I'm very impressed with your sort of athletic prowess.
I will tell you, he's not understanding what you're saying.
I'm 20 or 10 feet shy of what I want to do. But anyway, I was going to do a ghost sound around the corner of reinforcements coming, so it would stop running that way. Tanglefoot
Alright.
spell.
Ooh, nope.
No, that ain't
That's a
going to hit nothing.
That's a
But
cool
you know
animation.
what? I think it's worth a reroll with a hero point.
Come on,
Yeah, live a
Zappy.
little.
Oh, no.
Nope.
The
All
hero
right, so
point
what's
guarantee. All right, now it's going to, at full speed, go down the hallway. You hear a door opening, and you hear it yelling something in Draconic. Does anyone know
I
Draconic?
do. I speak Draconic.
It's yelling, "Intruders!"
It's calling
4
for
or
backup.
5.
I think I'll be able to catch up to it. I'm going to
Oh,
cast.
yeah, it has Athletic Rush.
So if you thought my athletics was headache-inducing before, it's now +2 whatever it was before. +11 grapple. 24.
grapple. You have grappled it.
Yay.
Athletic Rush is this focus spell from
So-
Irori, and it's now grabbed. It has to escape now. Escape!
And the
Folks,
escape
that's the
goes against
escape.
my athletics DC. And fun fact about Athletic Rush, duration 1 round. So yeah, it goes away at the start of my next turn. So I'll still have that DC 21 for it to escape.
Yep.
This kobold here appears to have a name. Does that mean we shouldn't kill him? His name's Gürtelkep.
I can see it on my graphic user interface.
She's just going to take off chasing everybody. 5, 10, 15, 20. Man, when do I get my better monk move speed? 15,
3.
20.
Level 3. You
Tumble
can tumble
through?
through. Yes, you
Okay.
can do that.
An acrobatics check, correct?
Yes, you do succeed.
Okay, then I'm done.
It's going to cast his new cantrip, Warp Step.
Yay!
Yeah. And he will immediately take 2 stride actions. And
Nice.
he has a +5 status bonus.
That's a useful one.
There.
It's a nice little utility one.
And-
Yeah.
And I would like to use the aid action through encouragement. My society is much better at +8.
Unless you can think of something in lore, I'm going to require the diplomacy roll.
Yeah, I would say something like, his ankles are weak! Get him in the ankles!
Okay, so I guess this is a recall knowledge kind of thing.
And
You're
then
preparing
I
to
would've-
aid right now. Girl Cut needs to escape and has a bonus of +11. Come on!
All right.
No! Oh no! He needs to get out of here.
And escaping is an attack. So now there's multi-attack penalty involved.
All right, here's the next roll, +6. No! He's getting desperate now. 20 misses by 1 because of Athletic Rush.
Athletic
Actually,
Rush says lose a turn.
It caused the first one to fail. It causes 2 failures there. Now, Jolvet has to succeed on grapple for this to last beyond his turn.
Yes.
No.
I failed the grapple, so the grapple falls away.
Finally, I'm adjacent to this punk, so I'm gonna unload on him. Chill touch.
Oh, critical success.
What
He gives a
punk.
hip thrust in your direction.
Oh yeah. Well, as he's hip thrusting, I'm gonna do an undercut with my flail.
It's a hit. By exactly what you needed.
Oh, that's right.
It yells out, which you understand. It's a universal language.
Oh, what language?
I got
Hey,
him.
Language of pain. First of all, I'm going to enter Wolf Stance. I'm going to Flurry of Blows with Key Strike.
11 damage.
Do I hear the sound of anyone coming?
You do not.
He called, so I am going to Electric Arc this guy.
He's going to
Nice.
try to dodge. That fails.
He
Still
fails.
electricity damage.
I can't believe how much effort it's taking all of us to bring down one kobold.
I was thinking the same thing. You guys, this is one kobold. He hasn't even tried hurting us yet.
He has a name,
think
you
so.
guys.
I mean, it's
He
only
is a
been an
named
hour.
kobold.
It's a named NPC in a Paizo adventure. Of course it's above level.
He flees. There's no AOs. Goes down the stairs.
Oh.
Do you want to pursue? I don't think you could do anything because, yeah, you don't have someone who's faster than it.
Can
Yeah.
I interject something that maybe we should have thought of and I should have interjected sooner? He never saved against my stunning strike. He'll
But it has
make
really
his
good
save
fortitude.
anyway. Oh.
No.
But Incapacitation says he actually gets 1 degree better. Because he's a higher level than you.
Oh. Okay.
So that's
So
how they
he
say
would have
stunning
needed to-
strike is good to bosses.
He would have needed to critically fail in order
To
to
normal
fail.
fail. Yes.
Got it.
It's how they
but-
Hey,
combat
Colby,
the 5e,
Stunning Strike
like,
sucks.
It's really good against easy to kill enemies.
If they're tougher than you, even if they fail, they get it.
Let me tell you,
But
Stunning
on
Strike
success,
is
they
really
still lose in action.
specifically good against on-level enemies, because on-level enemies will still kill you in 1 crit, but don't get affected by incap.
You guys were talking about Stunning Strike, and I just want to say how happy it makes me to know that in Pathfinder, Stunning Strike isn't crazy OP broken and completely destroy a boss or anything without any repercussions. So that makes me very happy.
You'll find there are less individual hyper swingy feats or swingy abilities.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And I know Ariana can reach it, but it's just going to keep running.
You guys, we should just let it go. Go back upstairs. There was like a room or two we need to explore. Let's go explore our rooms, all right? And then come back down here. Worst case scenario, there are 15 kobolds and we all die. But if we just keep running after it, we have the same worst case scenario.
I hate giving that kobold a chance to heal back up because it was really tough.
Remember, though, things don't full heal with 1 night of rest in Pathfinder.
But I'll bet all those kobolds have really good medicine skill checks.
And healer's tools.
Can I, with my new investigator abilities, I'd like to pursue 2 leads. I'd like to kind of start pacing around this room that we're in, which is where the warg was, and pick up the missing villagers as a lead.
Yes.
And
So the investigator level 1 ability to be on the case.
Yes.
So he spends 1 minute looking at clues. Austin
so-
would have loved this ability.
And the other lead I'd like to pursue is, what was that kobold's deal? Like, he can't get this sexy kobold out of his head.
So +1
So-
circumstance bonus to investigate it, and other people can benefit from that too. He can clue you in as a reaction. Zappy is still skipping at this time.
No, I wanted to switch that to investigate.
Ooh. He's having a character arc.
Ooh.
It's level 2.
I want to move in, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna signal to everybody like, shh, and then I'm
Whoa,
gonna.
you feel like you're hitting a tripwire.
Oh.
And
Oh,
falling on top of you are like a dozen large stones and a small, like foot-wide anvil, bong, right on the head.
shit.
Basic reflex save.
Straight on you.
Oh. You take this much bludgeoning damage, 14,
Ouch.
and that earned the party 6 XP.
Oh, it's a bomb.
We could just
Do it again! Do it again!
This is where you had fought some kobolds earlier. It looks like their bodies were dragged away. At the center of this large stone chamber is a deep pit filled with molten slag and sizzling blood. It casts a hellish red gleam on the walls. There are 3 narrow chutes that open in the ceiling directly above the pit. The air is oppressively hot and thick with ash. There is something emerging from above. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh man.
There's a slurping sound. And falling down on you is this strange
Oh crap.
Oh, I know what this is.
worm-like
Rick.
creature.
This morning I was looking through the bestiary and I was impressed by how much better the artwork is than for D&D 5th edition stuff. It was like the artwork was just crazy good. I don't know. I love the style of artwork they have in bestiary.
I love how Paizo's artwork is more of the I want to say realism side of it. Like they aren't afraid to get a little bit more gross with it.
Yep. Exactly.
Sometimes
I love how the
sometimes-
adventurers are drawn with pouches and pockets.
Mhm.
Is another thing.
What I find odd is like there are times where the art looks like very blocky and almost like cubist to me. Like it's like Picasso meets like, you know, Pathfinder-y. But then on the interior of this book, like I prefer the artwork, vastly prefer the artwork to like the cover, which seems strange. It's like
I always
why
find
the
that the
cover
like
characters
big
look
like
so
set piece
blocky?
art bits in
Yeah.
Pathfinder books of like it's just too much going on. Like but when it's like just one monster, then it's like sweet, lots of cool detail. It feels like it's like drawn so that you can like just describe the creature off the art.
But
really
see, this
nicely.
is fantastic. Like I love that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's-
like, and it looks so much better than like that to me.
So you don't like their cover artist.
Wayne Reynolds is did the cover, who also did the
Wayne,
4E
yeah.
monster books covers for the books. I like his designs. He designed the Pathfinder Goblin, the Pathfinder Kobold, and the iconic characters. His style is not my favorite, but I like it still.
I'm going to try and trip.
However, you can trip a worm. That happens.
You just
And now I'm going
Yeah.
to try and punch it in what amounts to a throat. 4 damage.
Forward, all gets resisted.
oh
That's good to know.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I forgot about a reaction. Sorry. I'm learning.
Oh,
here.
well,
You made a tentacle strike as you moved up. You got tentacled. 10 bludgeoning damage.
Ari is going to enter wolf stance, and now that makes my damage piercing, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? If
Yes.
that matters. Then I'm going to key strike.
That is a hit.
Okay.
Oh wait,
So-
it does a fortitude save.
Right.
It becomes stunned 1.
Nice. First damage is 12, and then second attack from flurry of blows.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and this is important in case for resistance, right? Because you add the damage together.
yep.
Yes.
Oof. Probably not a
That
hit.
misses. All right, I did a total of 8 because backstab was not counted. 13 minus 5. Okay, there you go.
I will try and hit it again, just in the interest of time.
Okay.
Come on!
Ooh.
Hey!
That's another hit.
Nice.
That's going
That's
to be
right.
12 piercing, reduced to 7,
22.
and that is what you needed to knock it out.
Oh,
But you
man.
do-
Nice. Okay.
I should have pointed out. You do hear something squirm. There's a second one coming. It's squelching out from the ceiling, and it's gonna attack you. Jaws.
Ooh.
Oh.
You know, not a crit. You know,
Yeah.
glass half full. When you're playing, oh
Oh,
god, that knocked me out.
All right. You see it devour Julved with its last action, and its tentacle is whipping around.
I understand that this is a rival cleric worshipping a deity that we may not be at good terms with, but if you could just help him out just a little bit, I'd appreciate it. I call out and cast Stabilize on him.
I'd like to do a recall knowledge on this.
No dice.
No dice?
That means no luck.
You failed.
Oh, cool. I thought you meant like.
Yeah, that's
don't
a
roll.
bad euphemism to use in a TTR.
Yeah. I'm like,
What?
I have no idea what this thing is, but it's incredible. Then I'm gonna grind beyond. So I'm gonna do a battle medicine, but I'm flavoring it as my emergency stash of potions. Yep.
Ooh.
I just
Too easy, baby.
4d8.
Dude!
4d8 gets returned. Oh. Okay. 11. It's okay.
You know
Very
what? That's 11 more than I had before. So thank you.
Zappy is going to spend 3 actions. Summon animal. So I will summon a weasel.
All right, it's going to try
These
to
are plus
bite.
7.
26,
Is
and
that a crit? Because it is flat-footed.
I'm checking.
Come on, little weasel.
I believe it is if you're considering
It is a
flanking
crit.
He's a crit!
Okay, here's critical damage.
Is that Chris's first crit?
Oh my god, that was good damage. 11 piercing damage. It has these giant fuck teeth, and it chomps itself, and it's starting to quiver in pain.
I stand. Go ahead and hit me. Oh, then I know what's going on.
Oh, there you go.
Well, with all due respect, I'll just turn my token sideways again.
Yeah. All right, you're knocked out.
And now I'm dying 3.
And the Grick does not like this buck-toothed beast. It's gonna attack it. That's a 22.
That'll hit.
And, and it will do 11 damage. It had 7 health.
Well, it's
and-
a fun spell.
And with its tentacle, it can whip Filzo. Tentacles have reach, and it 10-foot reach extends to the second diagonal. So here we go. 21 to Filzo. And well, it's rocking.
All right, Torag. I know he's sucking it up really bad right now. I know we just got him out of a grinder. Now he's down back in it. But if you could just toss a little bit of healing his way, despite his sacrilege and all that sort of stuff, I'd appreciate it.
And he has healing hands.
Ooh.
All right, 12. I'm gonna apply. And it
That
now becomes a
sucks.
wounded 2.
First, I'm going to do another recall knowledge.
This is a Grick which dwells in hot places. Resistance to all physical damage.
I will fire a color spray at it.
Okay, here comes a
And
will save. Ooh, that's cool. It looked like candy.
It does look like candy.
Jeez.
very
Okay.
Nice.
Regular
Get outta
success,
here.
but it's dazzled for a round.
Oh, dazzle for a round. Okay.
Oh, that's still not bad.
Ari is just gonna charge
Okay, here
So
comes
brave.
Tentacle. 6 bludgeoning.
action, and then for my final action, I will Wolfjaw Strike twice.
Okay, ooh, nice damage roll. It takes
So
6
it's stunned.
damage. And it's stunned 1. Which prevents reactions, by the way.
Nice.
I think it is time for me to stand. I'm then just going to put all my might into a punch.
That was enough. After the resistance, it had 3 health left. Smoosh!
Perfect.
And Zappy
Those
is
are, on the other
investigating,
hand.
according to my notes here, and believes that this is sustained by ancient divine magic. It just raises more questions for you. What is powering it? Where is that magic coming from? Droskar's cultists and devotees have a practice of offering their blood and steel to the dark god. This is like a an offering and prayers against Droskar, but by somebody who is a very devoted cleric, not just a cleric, but knows enough about Droskar, might also deactivate it. It's going to be very hard to do that. You can also grab sneak attack at level 4, I think.
Yes,
level 6?
with the rogue archetype. Yeah.
With Rogue Archetype, you get a D4 sneak attack at level 4, and it upgrades to a D6 at level 6.
Just to D6, but then it stops scaling.
Yes.
I got a video coming out on it tomorrow.
Nice!
Ooh, the build? Your first build?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Woohoo.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you guys can
All right.
watch it and tell me what I screwed up.
Oh, don't worry, we will.
No, you can always count on commenters to tell you.
Oh, yeah, no.
We should wrap up. Any thoughts? We just had another... I liked today's fights.
Yeah, they were intense. There were a lot of hard to grapple, hard to hit enemies.
I liked how speed mattered, distance mattered. I mean, it was frustrating, I'm sure, for you guys.
Yes.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah,
He was so close. He was so close.
The crunchiness still, like, just takes my brain a minute. Like, little things like you have to use an action to pull out that dart before you throw it, and so if you want to move more than once, then you're not going to be able to move. And you know what I mean? It's like, it's hard sometimes to be like, movement is part of your action. Interacting with an object is everything's an action. So sometimes that can be frustrating for sure.
If you want that to be easier, Colby, play a spellcaster, and then you can cast like summon, and then you have no other actions.
So true. As someone who has played casters before, yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah, it does feel bad to see marshals spending one action to do something, and then your spells take 2 or 3.
I was happy I had spells that actually did stuff this time.
Yes. Yeah.
That was my goal, is to actually have some impact, and I did achieve that. I wasn't necessarily the toughest, but at least I was not irrelevant this time, which was good.
Well, the last session, I mean, I was editing that video. You lost initiative to the gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
That was it. I mean, there wasn't much you could do. So you were the victim to that high level creature.
How common would you say it is to fight creatures that are higher level than you in official Pathfinder modules?
I want to say maybe a third of the fights.
I'd say a
Really
quarter
not
to a
often.
third. It depends on the module, because that's like any fight that has fewer creatures and players, they tend to be higher level.
Yeah, and I'm including what you might call elites, level +1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Boss would be like 1 in every 5.
So that
Okay.
kobold was, how high above us was it in level?
Half a level.
Or-
Yeah, and the goal there was to stop it from getting away, which is, if you had a straight up fight with it, it was gonna crumble.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if we had a fighter, we would then have tax of opportunity on our side.
Yeah.
Or if I were level 4.
Well, yeah, if we were all
That's
level
for
4, it
the
would have
most
gone way
Pathfinder.
different.
Yeah, if we were level 4.
Well, I thought about it afterwards, and I had a Long Strider scroll in my backpack that I could have put
Ooh,
on.
that would have helped. But okay, if there's nothing else, we are wrapping up.